Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Vader Games in the building. Let me make sure my levels are good. It's me, Vader Games. This is Vader Games TV. This is episode 72 of Why Always Me. And you see what you got on the screen. This is two of 7 videos dropping this week with regards to Why Always Me. I'm going to be talking really quickly about United, the 7-0 slapping, unacceptable performance versus Liverpool, and a couple of connections that I want us as City fans to make sure that we hold on to and remember with regards to this. It's really important learning. But as you know, first things first, my peoples come first, and first things you got to do, returning here new, subscribe, hit that like button. Returning here, and you've seen, how do I say returning here new? Returning here for the first time. That doesn't even work either. Coming here for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe, be a part of the show. If you're returning and you've been on other shows and you've seen the content before, hit the like, share it. And again, I have been so appreciative, so grateful. When I know that there's like 15, 20, 25 people that have been liking the videos being posted, it means a tremendous amount to me. And the number of views has been tremendous. So thank you. We got to do this proper. And you know how I got to do it. Let me show you a little bit of my place, where I'm from. Toronto. So what we're going to do real quick is I have to connect with my peeps. The first in the comments, you know how we got to do it. Big Morgan in the building first today, my guy. Hello, Vader. You got to comment out there. And YSK, what's good, people? Now, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Like I said, this is going to be 50 minutes, so I'm going to get into it. I see you guys in the comments, and we're going to address those as they come through. But the first thing I want to put on screen is this whole Ten Hag outperforming, getting the best out of his team, doing more with less. I just got a reality check, and I actually had to go back. I was part of shout out to my man, United fan Temi, who had me on his show. But I got to call him out. I got to shout him out because he actually put this in perspective. He told me that the squad with regards to United is nothing like it was before. Like Varane's there, who used to be Maguire, right? Martinez is there. Who used to be, who was their partnering center back? I don't even know, but there's improved quality with regards to that. Ten Hag's also improved Wabasaka. He's also improved Dalot. They were talking about the whole resurgence with regards to Luke Shaw. He's playing left back, playing left center back, all kinds of stuff, right? And then with the addition of Casemiro, Eriksen, Garnacho, and then you got Antony, and who can forget probably the masterclass in terms of coaching with what he did with regards to Weghorst, moving him into the 10, you know, right? Taking a page out of Eddie Howe and what Eddie Howe's done over at Newcastle. But you also, and you can't forget Rashford. Now, he's got better players. I don't think any United fan would argue. He's got better players. He's got players in better form. To have suffered the loss that he did against Liverpool is even more unacceptable. Puts things even in a greater context with regards to, whoa, it's now 2-3 times now this team's gotten blown out, gotten embarrassed, right? We're not going to forget the 6-3 versus City. Us, the City fans, we're never going to let them forget that. But that didn't happen too long ago. And now this 7-0 destruction with better players in better form, should lead to some questions, should be what's happening here, right? And when you have better players, worth performances, you have to question the manager, you have to question the players, and that's all perfectly fine because you want to find the best mix moving forward. If this had happened at City, and this is why I'm doing these videos, because I've stressed this before, and you've heard me on the Mancunian Way, you've heard me on Pitch Points, as well as True City Fan, and we often say, we don't want to be like them. We don't want to be like United. We've seen how that fan base has become. We've seen how spoiled and out of reality and and only expecting winning with regards to not understanding competition and the level of competition around you. Right on clockwork. This is okay. I can't talk. So all those things that come into the mix, right? All those things come into the mix. Us as City fans, we don't want that for ourselves. We want to make sure we have the right perspective. We keep balance. We stay humble, right? So when we see performances like these, we're gonna naturally ask those of our manager, of our players. So for many United fans turning a blind eye and still having unquestionable trust of these players and these managers and just saying that it's a blip, I don't think it's the right move. And us as City fans, if this were to happen to us, I would not want us to be like, oh, it just happened. A loss, yes, of course, a loss is acceptable. 3, 3-0, 4-0. If it happens to be 5, I hope that we would score, right? But those results, those performances happen. But a 6-3 slapping, a 7-3 knockout, for those to happen, us as City fans, we would naturally question all of the above. All of the above. I want to point out real quick, we got Eddie in the building. Eddie's football waffles goes, big up Vader. Yes, this United team still has flickers of PTSD that have probably filtered from some bottlers that are still there from last season. And Ten Hag got some tactics wrong. Hey, honest fan right there. Perspective is there's elements that do need to be corrected. There's elements that are off, that are wrong. It's not just saying, "Oh, it just happened. We move on. Reset button." No, these events, and again, with regards to the PTSD, in terms of like it lingering and being difficult, yes, that is a problem. But the way we use PTSD, it's just like it's memories of the past, right? And these memories need to remain. United fans need to remember this result. Rivals need to remember this result. And also Liverpool fans need to remember this result. Because you know what happens next season versus Liverpool at Anfield? Nothing even remotely close to this performance can happen again. It cannot happen again. So that's why these things can't just be reset, can't just be forgotten and moved on. You have to take learnings from it. YSK goes, true, my guy, respect on that one. Now, it may seem like I'm killing the manager. It may seem like I'm doing a little too much with regards to this 7-0 battering, but it's year one for this manager. And where I am consistent, where I am balanced is I'm saying it's year one. I'm not killing the manager for this. And I'm also saying, yo, chill, everyone, pundits, United fans, chill. It's year one. Have you not seen year one great performances from managers before? Have you not seen, and this isn't new manager bounce, but have you not seen this from a year one performance with regards to a manager? And that's why I want to list out Ten Hag, Ole, and Jose. Right? Remember their year ones. Let's chill with the whole genius. Let's chill with the whole transformation. All right? Doing incredible. Season's far from over. And I get it. You're doing more, or you're projected to do more than what you were first thought of before a ball was even kicked, before the season even kicked off. But when the season kicked off, you've acquired players. When the season kicked off, you've also seen what the surrounding teams within the league have now been, right? No one, from the kick of a ball to many of your points, to what I hear from many of you United fans, oh, no one expected us to be here. Okay, well, at the same time, when you say no one expected you guys to be there and to be having that type of performance, how many of y'all thought that Chelsea would be performing the way they are? How many of you thought that Liverpool would be performing the way they are, right? As inconsistent as City's been, how many of you would have thought that City would have been like this? And let's be real, how many thought that Arsenal would be where they are? So regardless of what you thought at the start of the season, it's still the assessment. It's still looking at things as they progress. And players, managers deserve to be criticized based off of what is happening in front of your eyes, present day. I'm posing this question. It is a question. It's not a statement. I'm not saying that the players gave up on the captain, manager, or badge. I looked at the match. I looked at 7-0, and I actually watched the match. But I'm going to reserve what I actually think, and I want to ask the question. Please let me know in the comments. If you're watching this live, let me know right now. If you're watching it later, let me know. But for a team to have been in the form that they were, for a team that was able to win over 2 legs, or aggregate, I should say, versus Barcelona, for a team that many thought could beat anyone in Europe, to have then lost 7-0. So one, not answering with a goal. First, I should say, suffering 6 goals in the second half, not responding with a goal, not looking to have any fight with regards to, sticking one in there with regards to a challenge, chesting up in front of the players, leaving an impression of being like, no, we're not going down easily. I think all those things are something that may be questioned and now wonder and pose. Did the players give up? Was it on the manager? Did the players not play for the manager that day? I'm not saying that they're done. Did the players not play for the manager that day? Did the players not play for the badge that day? Did the players not play for the captain on the pitch that day? And did the captain not play? So when I see 7-0, those need to be asked. And I'm not killing and saying your manager needs to be out the door, but you have to be wondering what is with these disaster losses. What is with these disaster losses? They're happening a little too frequently for the players that you have, for the manager that you say you have, for the form that they're all in. I wonder. Why did my screen just go out? But players, did they give up? Let me know in the comments. It's a genuine question. And if they didn't give up, let me also ask this. What would you have liked to see from them? In a response, in a closing out the last 90 minutes, right? Like, what would you have wanted to see? And I know it's a difficult question. I know some don't want to put themselves out there because of criticism from others. But if you've played the sport, if you've had a difficult game, if you were like, these guys are better than us today, or nothing's going right for us, or whatever they touch is gold, right? Because I believe they took 7 shots and scored 7 goals. I think it was something crazy like that. But I want to know. I want to know in the comments. And then, like I said, I'm keeping these videos short and sweet, 15 minutes. I'm going to do my best to stay on track. And regardless whether I finish this or not, I'm going to cut it off at 15 minutes. And a reminder, first things first, my peeps, come first. You're watching this, hit that like button. You're watching this at another time, hit the like button. And please subscribe. Hit the notification button. Let me go to these comments real quick. I want to point out, Big Morgan goes, the losses are because God answered my prayer. God answered your prayers. That's it. Hey, a fearful man. I like that. YSK goes, he's laughing out loud with regards to Big Morgan. I think a lot could be said to why things happened the way they did. But I want to now ask this, and this is for us, how I relate this to City fans as well. You have to pick your managers appropriately. You have to pick your managers with regards to the mentality, the demeanor, and how they conduct themselves. And I want to ask this, is Bruno Fernandes captain material for Manchester United? Would he have been a captain on past United teams? Does he carry himself like a United player should on that pitch? I get what he may do off the pitch, but on that pitch, does he carry the team the way he should? That's my last question with regards to this. Hit me up in the comments. With regards to City, we would not have a Bruno Fernandes as our captain. Trust me on that one. And then 2, with regards to how we review, how we support, how we cover our team, let's remember, we're not going to do like the Rags. We're not going to do like the Reds. We're not going to do like United. Let's all remember that. Big ups to everyone in the building. I'm shutting this down. 15 minutes. FIFA player, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to catch you on the next show. This was 2 of 7. We'll be back next time on Vader Games. This is Why Always Me, episode 72. Catch me next time. And as you know, I'm out.